EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, it's a beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Moore. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the perspective of industry operators. We shall be talking to some of them about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk with an array of industry captains. On Spot On, we bring you a renowned industry captain, Captain Tolu Victor Oloriyomi, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Copter Jet International Limited. And on the face-to-face is the visionary and goal-getting engineer JIREH, who is the Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of MJ Stylez Limited, a subsidiary of McDonough Empire Limited. It's a package you must see. Sit back as we bring you the details. Research reports have shown that any country that desires capacity and quality to enhance productivity for economic growth and development must give adequate attention to human capital. This is an amazing job opening. Media, television marketing, a university or polytechnic degree in marketing or mass communications, XNYC, good looks, good spoken English, marketing experience, between 22 and 40 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall or more, 250,000 naira per month, a car and a driver. If the cap fits, then send your CV to eombusinessnk@yahoo.com. Ezekiel Ikechukwu is the Managing Director of Ezeetex Elect Planet Limited.
Ezeetex, we're going to find we are barely few years in operation now. Let's say 4 to 5 years in this industry. And so far, so good. Ezeetex is a brainchild of Ezekiel himself, is a brainchild of me. And we started as if it was just as if it was a dream. Though I personally work in electrical industry, I work with Coma, I work with cable metal, and it was based on the idea and based on the experience that I was able to gather up, ideas on how to go about my own establishment. We are barely just a few years old in the industry, and we have our dream, we have our vision, and our vision is to be a major player in the industry, a key player in the industry. Ezeetex, by my expectation and by my dream, we want to be a household name in the entire industry. So that is our vision, and that is where we are going. We know where we are going, and by His grace we'll get there. Ezeetex, as the name implies, we are into electrical service, basically cable supply. We deal on power cables. Majorly, we are into power cable supply and scope marketing. And we have our corporate organizations which we serve. Our product basically is, like I said, is power cable. Like the armor to those who are in the field, who are not a novice in the field. When you say armored cable, those who are not novice will know. Non-armored cable, wiring cables, MV cables, HV, high voltage cables, and all that. These are the things, are the product we market. And so far, our uniqueness also remains on the area of the quality of services we give and the quality of product we give to our clients. So that is basically what distinguishes us from others. The market is large, and we have decided on our own little way to carve out a niche in the industry. We service majorly the corporate organizations, and vis-a-vis like the Top Tech engineering company is one of our clients. Comat Nigeria Limited is one of our clients. That is TGI as a group. So we have numerous customers. Top Tech is our client. Comat is our client. Chi is our client. Eastern Meta Nigeria Limited is our client. These are from other states.
Dr. Agbe Stephen Omobamidele is the Managing Director of As Wonder Homes and Properties Limited.
You have a lot to benefit. Benefit in terms of good quality. I'm this kind of person, I pay details in construction. I make sure I am on site to monitor the engineers to give the best in terms of quality, best in time of documentation. Always, almost every day, my movement is within Alausa to site to have the good documentation to make sure that all things are done accordingly. Then good payment structure, I tell we have 18 months, 24 months. Our land property, we have some for 3-4 years as well too. As Wonder Homes and Properties, the A is for Aggie, S is for Steven, while the Wonder is for Wonder. So, and I try as much as possible to perform wonders in my client's life and myself. It's working for me too. We start as a realtor. I start as a realtor, then a realtor that develop and grow to become a developer. So I understand the markets very well. I understand the needs of clients. I understand in an area, I understand the developed area where they used to have problem. I understand because I've worked with many developers. So I have more understanding here. I have more understanding here. I'm putting all those things together to deliver nothing but the best. I've handled at least more than 20 units of houses individual, yes, both on the mainland, on the islands, Songo, Badagry. When you look at my document here, you see that there are a lot of buildings documents I built for people individually. Our own project as Wonder, we have 3 projects at the moment. Wonder Court is one of the building one that's it's fast selling. At Badagry Axis, we have the King's Arena. At the moment you're selling land, we want to perfect the document to have the COO before we start buildings our bungalows too. I want something that is affordable for individual to at least to achieve. In Ekpe, we have the Rainbow Court Estates. At the moment we're selling land.
Ezeetex Elect Planet Limited. Ezeetex Elect Planet Limited. Call us now on our hotline. Ezeetex Elect Planet Limited, the cable merchants. Chioma Irokanulo is the business development manager of JIREH Homes Limited.
JIREH Homes is into sales of real estate products, real estate land. We have farmlands in different locations. We have in Magoro, we have in Makon City, Mowe, we have in Awoyaya, Shangotedo, and upcoming Ekpe too. Currently, we have in Magoro, Sapphire City, that's very close to MFN. From the back of it to our estate is just a very checkable distance. And there's a road construction that will be coming up soon from that estate land, from the estate site to the road. Sapphire City is currently going for 1.5 million naira. For the promo plump, December promo is going for 1.350. You can actually make a deposit of 500 and spread the remaining balance within 12 months. It's a very good location and it's also a dry land. There's a church very close to the site again. This Chris Okafor Church, that's Grace Assembly in Bega. It's just opposite that place. It's a very good buy for anybody that invests now. When you invest now, you enjoy the fruiting later. You don't know how this is because if you're coming towards Magoro to the site, on the close to the place, they're selling for 5 million. That's close to our site. They're selling for 5 million where the houses are stopped. So by the time they do the drainages and the roads are open, the place will be a different ball game entirely. So why not invest your money now when it is still very, very affordable and spread your remaining balance within 12 months? You enjoy your profit of having a plot of land in Magboro. That's Sapphire City Phase 1. While we have in Phase 2, Sapphire City Phase 2, that one is very close to the express. It's very close to shopping malls. We have shopping malls, filling stations, schools. The place is already developed. It's already a developed site area because the land in that side is going for 25 million naira. But we are looking at giving it out currently for 8.5. That's a pre-launch promo price. So why not invest in that site now? Make a deposit of 500k and spread the remaining balance within 12 months. The place is a good site for anybody that wants to have a land close to Magodo, close to Omole Phase 1, close to Ikeja. We have 15-minute drive from Ikeja to that place. A lot of people from Magodo go to their office. One of our clients that has a house in Magodo, she said her investment so far is having a land in Magodo. That's peace of mind. It's closer to wherever you want to go. When you come out straight through to the island, you don't have to start hustling and bustling. And currently the government is opening the road, so we are going to have 6 lanes. My advice for women that wants to do real estate, I think you should. It's either you're doing it as a full-time job or as a part-time. And if you're doing it as a part-time, find a way of getting leads like clients. You should find a way of balancing it so that your family doesn't lack and your business also doesn't lack, and your work too. So you have to balance the aspect of your family life. All this can be scheduled within 24 hours. So we can schedule it. Oh, my family, okay, this is it. I prepared for them. Women, I encourage them that it's good for you to have your own business despite your working, so that you have a side income. Sometimes when you need money, you know that there's some money coming in one way or the other. Like I was listening to somebody, that school system actually had made people to be enslaved in the aspects that they teach them to come out to look for a job. Why the school is supposed to teach people to come out and have their own business. They are not supposed to come out and to look for jobs. If we don't address this aspect of when you finish school, there's a job waiting for, we still have much more unemployment. Our school system should now change the system. No, this looking for a job is not helping the youth. We have more youths looking for jobs than the jobs available.
As Wonder Homes and Properties Limited.
This is King's Arena, Badagry, a very beautiful place, somewhere within the heart of Badagry. Now we've got Whispering Palms not too far from here. Trust me, this is one of the best estates around this location. And you want to key into this environment. Now you can see we've started our road construction within this one. If you do not buy now, the next thing you hear is sold out.
As Wonder Homes and Properties Limited. Call us now on our hotline. Joseph Onimowo is the Executive Chairman of Focus Systems Limited.
Focus System was born out of that passion, the desire to grow the economy in the telecom sector. And the idea was conceived by me and my colleague, that is the MD, when we were in the bank, though I was his boss, but we worked together in the bank. We sat down and said, okay, what do we do? If we leave this place, where do we end our life? Or what can we fall into? And this passion was there because while we were there, we were thinking, apart from helping the economy to grow, how do we even solve the problem of unemployment? How do we help the youths that are coming up? So these and many more were part of what was lingering in our minds. And we decided, okay, let's sit down and do something, because delay may be dangerous. And that was how the idea, this focus, came into being in March 11, 2011. So it was born in March 11, 2011. And by His grace, since then, we have been forging ahead. But that is not to tell us that we have not passed through very rough road. God has been helping us to surmount. Anytime we come across any challenge, God always helps us to overcome it. For a company that has been in existence for over 10 years without folding up, even during the economic recession. Then last year was coronavirus that, in fact, the whole world, as I'm telling you, even those companies that were met here in this building, many of them, they have packed. So it's just the glory of God. So that is why when you have a vision and you pursue it with passion, definitely you'll get there. Our mission is to provide both direct and indirect support services in the telecom, power, finance, and even manufacturing sectors. That's basically our vision, is to strive in such a way that we'll be the leading tracking company in the industry. And how do we intend to achieve that? By making sure that we deploy the best technological materials to be able at least to compete favorably, even ahead of our competitors. And that, we have done that. We have been undergoing various training, and our technical support, both in China, Hong Kong, UK, and US, where every period of time we try to see how we can update our knowledge And with this, I want to say that among our competitors, we stand out in the sense that when you see our client base in the insurance industry, when that name is mentioned, in fact, nobody will tell you they don't know Focus. Even those that we met at the helm of affairs before we came in as a company, they feel threatened because we started well, we started on a very good foundation, and by His grace, that foundation is still there and we are maintaining that good reputation. So basically, as I've told you, our vision is to strive to build a leading telecom security in Nigeria where at least everybody will patronize us as per services, support and everything. We want to be the best. We have achieved it, but that is not to say that we are 100% there. But if we are to assess ourselves based on so many challenges that we faced, I would say yes, because by now we are supposed to have packed our load from the industry. Based on the challenges we have faced, we are still striving better to make sure that we give the best service in the industry. Even those that work with us and eventually left here, they give testimony that they never regretted working with us. And that is one of our aim, that anybody that passes through us, even if you want to establish your own, you at least you establish it in a better form, in a better foundation. And we have some people that have even established their own through us.
Welcome to the future. JIREH Homes Limited. Oh yes, we are indeed your future. We are your preferred world-class quality real estate solutions provider. JIREH Homes Limited. Call us now on our hotline 070-3591-0180. This is an amazing job opening. Media television marketing. A university or polytechnic degree in marketing or mass communications. XNYC. Good looks. Good spoken English. Marketing experience. Between 22 and 40 years old. 5 feet 9 inches tall or more. 250,000 naira per month. A car and a driver. If the cap fits, then send your CV to eombusinessnk@yahoo.com. Hey, what is on your mind? A world-class diversified one-stop telematics solutions provider? If yes, then we are your first choice. Focus Systems Limited. Vehicle tracking solutions, fleet management solutions, asset tracking solutions, personal tracking solutions, CCTV installation services, home automation solutions, access control services, fire and smoke detection, burglar alert system, automated gate system, and more. Focus Systems Limited. Call us now on our hotline. Captain Toluwa Victor Oloriyomi is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Copter Jet International Limited.
Different things in life starts differently, but this is peculiar. I came into the industry as a pilot for over a decade, and I didn't set out initially for this in particular, but the signs were there, but I didn't know I was going to be. The company was incorporated in 2015. However, its virtual and spiritual existence dates back to 2009. But then I didn't take it so serious. I was just like, okay, I was just doing my thing. Okay, I was particular about the industry, researching and getting to know what are the problems and the opportunities and how to harness those opportunities. So I was building myself as an entrepreneur, but not specifically for the aviation industry, but just for the economy at large, and then to see what I can do. Rather than I hear people talk, there's no job. So in my mind, I think it means there's the need for more entrepreneurs to emerge. And for Nigeria as a great nation, as some people will say, that the position we occupy in the map, it's not coincidence, that it's like a trigger point in the gun. So that it means we stand as a trigger point for economic growth. 2017, I took a break from flying, needed to focus on family. The period was an opportunity for me to also expand the developmental quest over the years with a lot of trainings I have embarked on. So I went to the Harvard Business School for the leading professional service firm. executive management program. And then, of course, the vision gained more strategic direction in the process. Then, of course, the formation had begun at the point of incorporation, and then up to date, it's been on that path of unleashing some of those drives and the strategic intent behind the vision. And of course, the very first thing is to bet it, which is what we've done. And then it's a great milestone, as I've said. Our services are quite broad. While we've described services in a nutshell as a fully integrated specialist service structure. It's built around advisory, consulting. So if you have a problem relating to your vision, you want to think of Copter Jet to walk up to us for us to look into the problem and provide solutions to it, either in terms of advisory role or project management role, direct consulting, as it may be. However, we've broken some of these services into, some will be project-based, while some are retainership-based solutions. But what we've done is to ensure that in either case, we share the risk and reward between our clients and us. So it's a demonstration of confidence on our brand. So integrated aviation consulting, aircraft brokerage, which is sales. You want to sell, you want to buy your jet, you approach us. There are lots of processes. We simplify the process, we take you through the process, and then, of course, get it done easily. Save you some unnecessary pitfall. That it's not like a car that you can just walk up to the market, and you might want to do that, but eventually the person will pay for that negligence.
Welcome to Magdenum Empire Limited.
We are developers. We are into site and services. We build homes and sell. We build homes for people who even have land and can't afford to build, don't have the chunk of money to build. And they come and meet us, and then they give us an equity, probably 20% of the total cost of that building. We'll deliver the building 100% to them, and then give them up to even 3 years to pay with their keys.
Call us now on our hotline. This is Copter Jet International. Welcome to our world. Copter Jet is a fully integrated aviation specialist firm strategically positioned in the forefront of aviation services with a mission to drive growth, strategies, and development in the aviation and aerospace segment across Africa. Copter Jet International. Call us now. Engineer JIREH is the Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of MJ Stylez, a frontline fashion house which is a subsidiary of Magdenum Empire Limited.
The MJ Stylez is a subsidiary of Magdenum Empire. The fashion line is also a segment of our business. By the mercy of God, I think I can tell you freely that we have the second biggest fashion house in Abuja. With how we started, God has given us tremendous speed. From our detailing, from the serenity of our office environment, our delivery, our finishing, top notch. We don't compromise standard there. Unbridled excellence. Top notch design, top notch touches. At any time you see us, we are representing, and we are there. Since I started the fashion business, I don't wear any clothes that is not made by the Empire. Every clothes I wear is made by the Empire, including what I'm wearing right now. And so that's what we stand. We stand for excellence, we stand for integrity, we stand for classy delivery, top notch. We don't compromise standard. You know, vision for me is a picture of a preferred future. Permit me to define it like that. What I've pictured and then what becomes my future. So my vision is to be able to provide top class clothing for people made in Nigeria, for people in my country. Because a lot of people go outside there, you see people wearing Gucci, wearing Louis Vuitton and all of that. We are guilty of all of these things. That's the truth. But it is possible to have excellent top-notch clothing from Nigeria and export it to the ends of the world. Last week we shipped some clothes to Canada. In 2 weeks time, we'll be shipping some clothes to the US. So people in the US are not, and in a very short time, we are going to have a runway in the US. MJ Stylez runway in the US before the end of the year. That is, we have a runway, people wearing our clothes, tagged MJ Stylez. So that is the vision, to be a world-class fashion designers. Homemade, freshly cooked from the house. as a young boy growing up, I realized that I love to appear neat, I love to dress and all. So it came to a point in my life that at a point when the kind of picture of the clothing I want to wear, I don't see them in the country. So most of the time I don't shop until I travel out of the country, then I'll shop. I won't shop again until I travel out again, because it's quite difficult, even like in Abuja for instance, it's quite difficult to shop for clothes, to see certain kind of clothes you want to wear. So most of the boutiques in Abuja bring almost relatively the same thing, the same kind of suit, the same kind of thing. So it became a worry to me, and then I said, wow, I can go into fashion. Then I have a friend who started fashion, who actually told me about fashion. We started, and he was having some nice clothes, and I said, wow, I like this. And he said, yep, you can do it. And before you know, I started making arrangements for it, and I got to Lagos. I got some best designers both in and outside the country. I began to sketch those things. The picture of what I have in my mind, I began to draw it. And then I say, is it possible to produce it? And they say, yes, they can do it. And then we tried. It was good. We tried again. It was good. Wow, I wore the clothes. People love it. I said, wow, this is a good kind of business. Flew into Turkey, flew into Italy, bought some mad machines, got some very nice shoes, materials, just something that is different, so that we can bring out world-class clothes that we can wear it anywhere, and then we'll represent it. Looks like ready-made. We even wear native, say, and it looks like ready-made clothes, but they're actually native. And so that's what inspired me, and that's how INT'L came about. 1, tailors, 2, competent people. A lot of Nigerians say they don't have jobs. It was Paul talking to Timothy. He told him, he said, these things that are being given to you, he said, look for faithful men, that thou shalt commit this thing unto them. He didn't say look for men with abilities. He said look for faithful men, because he knew that there is a generation to come that there will be a scarcity of faithful men. So the challenge we are facing is scarcity of faithful. People are not faithful and trust things in the hands of somebody. So it's something you've taken your time to build for a long time. You entrust it to the hands of somebody that you want to help. No result. They have abilities, but they are not faithful in the job.
Real estate in any country is volatile.
Was looking out to have these 2 areas computerized.
Well, and this is how we bring down the curtains on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback channels, as you can see on the screen. Sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll trust you will join us.